pre-packaged. The goal was to be easy, quick, crisp, and give that client experience. This is a very exciting opportunity for IDC Win advisors. All right, so thanks everyone for joining today. Actually, a really nice crowd so far. We are very excited about today. Some of you may have seen bits and pieces of this presentation if you joined us across Canada for our university days. We brought Green Shield with us to some of those live in-person sessions. So some of you have gotten a taste of this already. For anybody who didn't join us across Canada for any of those sessions, today is going to be very intriguing. We've partnered with Green Shield Canada on an exclusive program, which we're going to be launching as of today. A couple of things, though, before we get really into the crux of it. And again, some of you may have heard me talk about this already, so apologies if this is being regurgitated, but I do think it's really important. As advisors with IDC Win, you have the opportunity to utilize IDC Win on the individual side for your business. It is not often that you find a individual MGA like IDC Win who has invested time and resources to workplace solutions or group benefits in your world. To make it easy, we call ourselves IDC Win Workplace Solutions. And whether you are an expert in group benefits or have a case that might come through your desk once a year, once every 6 months, we are here to help you, whether it's in a consulting role or simplified quotes, or you want us to be heavily engaged with your client. So at the end of the presentation, we are going to have a screen where you can reach out to your individual business development executives. Our team has grown. So since I would say October of 2023, our team, who was around 7 people, has increased to 16 people as of May. And we're really pleased with that. We've got boots on the ground in BC. We've got business development in Saskatchewan and Manitoba, dedicated business development in the province of Alberta. We have a new business development executive that's handling the Atlantic region to build up that, as well as I'd be remiss to say that in the world that we live in, group benefits is one thing, but we take a holistic whole health benefits approach to the group space, and that includes group savings and retirement. And so we have a dedicated business development executive that we've hired, specifically working in the GRS space. So if you've got groups, this is a perfect opportunity to engage with the entire team here to ensure that you're taking that whole health benefits approach and making sure that employees are protected, not only from a payments and protection perspective, maybe from a mental health perspective, but also from a financial health perspective and a retirement perspective. So want to make sure that you know what your tools are, your resources, and the utility of the staff that we have put in place. But with that, we are here today to talk about CRISP. CRISP is a product exclusive to IDC Win advisors. Your clients, unless they work with an IDC Win advisor, would never be able to get this program. It's the reason we called it CRISP is it's fresh, it's exciting, it's easy, it's exclusive only to our advisors at IDC, and it is another initiative in our quest for humanizing benefits, which anybody who's been on this line or been to any other of our webinars know we take a lot of pride in. We want to make sure that all of the stakeholders that are involved in a benefit plan are protected, and by doing that, we're making this a humanizing exercise. For today's agenda, has 7 points to it. Why is one. Why CRISP and what is and the benefits about it. Who is it for? The plan designs that we've created with Green Shield, the approach to the plan member engagement, that's going to be key here. Why Green Shield wanted to partner with us and why we wanted to partner with Green Shield for that holistic approach, for their client engagement, and really to make employees feel supported and know where to go for tools and resources to make their benefit plan, personal to them. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the preferred quoting and underwriting benefits for groups who are virgin groups and groups that have existing coverage, how that works. The quoting, how you're going to get quotes as advisors, how you're going to get quotes from us, turnaround times, what that presentation looks like, and then what does it look like to implement the plan. So that's the agenda for today. We are very careful about our partnerships. As an MGA, we want to make sure that we've got the right carrier partners, whether that's provincially or across Canada. We know that different provinces deal differently with what the clients are looking for. Maybe it's in competition with a chamber plan in some provinces. Maybe it's for groups who just are looking to start something brand new, but really careful about costs. We take our partnerships really seriously. So this one with Green Shield is very meaningful. We've spent a lot of time creating plan designs based on their platform. They are doing something that is completely different in the industry, and we want to utilize that as a streamlined approach to humanizing benefits. So we're going to get into that in a second. So why are we here today, and why are we doing this? Number one, as advisors who are calling us on an ongoing basis, we are continually getting feedback. Are there plans that are simple? We have, when I do presentations, and anybody who's had me on with any of their clients, you will know that I have a saying, paralysis by analysis. If there's too much on the spreadsheet, if there's too many insurance companies that are being quoted, the odds of a client making a decision may take a longer period of time. And so we wanted to create something that's simple, that's speedy, that is going to get to the client quickly, and as well take into consideration some of the stability that clients are looking for. They're looking for managed renewals. Which is why when you have a block arrangement, that it's easy to navigate for advisors and for clients, that claims or premium versus claims, if somebody's overused the plan, what that looks like down the road. These are things that are really important. And so clients and advisors are looking for something simple, speedy, that are manageable, that aren't going to put them out of whack in terms of budget in the future. And then, of course, the superior plan member experience and functionality. Now, I'm just going to take a quick break. Just looking at the session, the questions here, anything I have to pay attention to, which I don't think that I do. So I'm going to move on to who is this for? Okay, so this is for.
Is this program available with us maintaining our own support, or would this be under the commission split arrangement or whatever support level the advisor chooses?
Yeah, so it's through us, and you could not go direct to Green Shield. This is through our Workplace Solutions program, depending on the business model that you want to choose or want to work with us in, but it does come through us. So if you wanted to offer this, you would need to pick one of the business models that best suit your needs. And we can have a one-on-one conversation about that afterwards, or with your dedicated business development executive. But great question. We're going to get to that towards the end as well. So who is this for? Startup companies with a minimum of 1 year of operations, which is great. Companies interested in standalone health and dental. So let me say that again. This plan is standalone health and dental plans only. Now, we will get into what adding pooled benefits in a couple of slides from now, but really, we created this from market feedback, from advisor feedback, from client feedback. Some of them do not care about having life insurance, AD&D, LTD on the plan. And so this is really suited for those clients who just want health and dental for their organization. And we'll get to that in the plan designs momentarily. The plan goes from 3 to 50 employees, so no issue there. And then and the other thing is it's really geared to the client or the advisor who's working with the client, or the client themselves, who really want to take a different approach to benefits, where the client experience is key, where health and wellness is really important to the organization. Of course, rates are going to be important, and the online submission of claims is going to look the same. But the experience that the employees are going to get is second to none. So really, the employers who value that, who really want to take that type of approach, is really who this is built for. And we're going to show you that momentarily. So just to recap, startup companies 1 year, interested in health and dental only, 3 to 50 employees, and employers who are looking for that je ne sais quoi, so to speak, of health and wellness, wrapping that all in together and a great client experience. So we will do that. Now, we helped create these benefit plans with Green Shield. And so we've spent a lot of time with the team. From a personal perspective, they are one of the greatest experiences that I've had with a team of people who we all have the same goal, as to put something together that's meaningful and engaging. And so you can see that there was a lot of thought that was put in here. Now, I know that there's a lot of information on these slides. When you get to quoting and you get a quote from us, you're going to see it in much more detail. But we've created 4 plan designs. And as you can see, they're kind of outlined here. We're covering them under two slides. We've called it HCSA Plus, then Basic, Mid-Level, and Enhanced. Just to give you an idea, in case you can't read some of this, I'll just do a high-level overview for you. But as you can see, the HCSA Plus has a $2,500 deductible, because really the premise there is to add in a healthcare spending account for some of these items that are not included, to give the opportunity to have more flexibility, or have the employees use it the way they want, and utilize that healthcare spending account piece. So that's where it starts, the healthcare, the HCSA Plus, $2,500 deductible and on drugs, and then 100% thereafter. $100,000 drug coverage is put onto that plan. And then we move to basic. So you can see how we've built this up from low level kind of to more robust, depending on the needs of the organization. So 70% reimbursement with no deductible on basic, 80% reimbursement, no deductible on the mid-level, 80% reimbursement, no deductible on the enhanced. And then you can see how we've kind of geared this depending on the needs of the employers and the employees. So your basic has a $10,000 drug cap, your mid-level a $2,500 drug cap, and then $100,000 on the enhanced. Medical services and supplies, you'll see that covered here, not applicable to our low level here or the HCSA plus, but then 100% reimbursement throughout on all other plans. Whoopsies, I'm sorry. Then you have the exact same here as well for paramedicals, 70% coverage, 80% coverage, 100% coverage, and then the maximums that go with that. One thing I do want to note here is that we've outlined what the paramedical practitioners here are. And the reason that we've made this quite, like you can see, there's a lot of words there, is number one, the amount that Green Shield or the extensive list that Green Shield covers, but as well, you can see asterisked here, the different types of mental health practitioners that are included in this program. And there's a reason for that, because we're going to get to that when we talk about Green Shield's platform. Okay, and so you can see that it's vast there, and other insurance companies don't cover as many, or you have to go out and ask specifically for them. There may be a rate impact for that, not under the Green Shield platform. And again, reasoning for that as well. Of course, vision care, which is important to a lot of people. The HCSA plus not applicable, basic not applicable. And then you can see for the mid and enhanced, 100% reimbursement. Eye exams are $110, and then lenses and frames anywhere from $150. And then if you went with the enhanced, $250 on that. So that's important. And now we're going to scroll down to the next part. Hospital and out of Canada country, which are your hidden gems there. You're going to get a private room. Most of you who have done group before have probably seen presentations where it's been quoted as semi-private. Not with this program. Everybody's getting a private room, which is a huge advantage. Especially for people who are younger and maybe starting families and don't, when they go to the hospital, they want their privacy. So that's one thing that you're going to get. Hospital coverage there. Out of Canada country is $5 million per lifetime maximum, and being able to be out of the country for 60 days at a time, come home for one day and your 60 days start again. So very great or good travel program there. In the dental, what we've done, we've gotten a little bit creative here. It's not applicable with the HCSA. Under the basic, you're going to get 70% coverage for basic. There is no major, and it's $1,500 per person per family member per year with a 6-month recall. Okay, if you go mid-level, you're looking at 80% coverage on basic, 50% major, maximum $2,000 there. Again, current fee guide and 6-month recall. And then on the enhanced, it matches the mid-level, but now we've added in some orthodontic coverage for you as well. Now, at the bottom, really, really important, if we're taking our whole health and holistic approach to benefits, the ink blot, you might know it as ink blot, but the mental health counseling and work-life support is included in the plan. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Telemedicine is included in the plan, as well as trip cancellation insurance. These are keys. You may not be able to get these depending on the size of the group, depending on the insurance company, there may be a cost to add on to that. We don't believe in that. We want to make sure that everybody is getting that whole health benefits approach. And so we're very passionate about making sure that mental health is included, that people have access to telemedicine. Some employees may not even have a family doctor. So being able to get online and meet with somebody for their need and their support is key, especially in rural areas. So we've included that. And of course, trip cancellation. I'm going to pause for a minute. I see there's like a lot of questions in the Q&A and chat, so bear with me. I'm just going to jump in on them, see if there's now, somebody asked, Edge offers these products through Green Shell. How are yours different? We've created these plan designs. These are not plan designs that you're going to be able to get with the Edge. That's something, and this is exclusive to IDC Win. And then trip cancellation limits, we can get that. We can have those conversations on a one-on-one. We'll talk about the renewal methodology. We are not going to get into that. This is a pooled program, and so it depends on how the pool functions in terms of the credibility, the thresholds, things like that. So there is the TLR. We can have a one-on-one on that because it's a pooled program. It's not individually rated. That's going to that it's not up for discussion. It's pooled for this, and the compensation is built in. So we're not going to get into the credibility, the pooling thresholds, because it's a pooled program that we're managing. It's got different factors on that. And again, we can have an offline discussion with your individual BDE on that afterwards. One question that did come up here was, can life CI disability be added? It can on a case-by-case basis, okay? So that's something that we're going to navigate through. And when we talk about underwriting and things like that. This is an idea, this screen is kind of what an idea of what the employees are going to be seeing when they log in. And so it takes on a different approach to some of the other online portals that some of the other insurance carriers have. And how they've set it up is really to help an employee navigate and be able to do something right when they log in. So welcome back, Aiden. If Aiden is the employee, what do you want to do today? Well, I need to see a doctor. Well, they're going to be able to go on to files that are right there, that appear right onto the screen, and go right into the telemedicine portal. There's no drop-down menu. They're not going to have to navigate where to find something. They're going to go right to the telemedicine portal and be able to schedule a doctor's appointment from there. If for whatever reason they need a prescription, well, there's going to be a navigation to be able to fill that prescription if they want online and maybe have it delivered to their front door. That's something that we can talk about through client engagement. Let's say, for instance, I want to go on here and book a mental health session. Well, I'm going to be prompted by the tiles to go on there. It's going to start navigating with me on those sessions, asking me questions, putting me with the right practitioner, and seeing somebody in a very quick manner, okay? As well as being able to submit my claims that I've always wanted to do, but the navigation and the software and the thought behind this is to be very engaging and to move employees quickly through the portal to get what they need and then be able to get on with their day. Okay, so when employees log on, it's going to be very personalized, and they're going to be able to navigate through these tiles that are right on the screen for them, less on the drop-down menus, more into being engaged with the portal. Again, taking a little break here for questions. Yes, we are sharing we're sharing the presentation. And some of these other things we will talk on one-on-one with, and we'll get you the information that you need. So When it comes to the rate increases, somebody's asked me, will everybody get the rate increase? Yes, that is how the pool is going to be managed. Again, we can have these on separately on a one-on-one basis as well. Green Shield takes a different approach to benefits. So you can see here in this slide, you have the plan member kind of right in the middle, and then what they need to navigate throughout their journey. So, for instance, perhaps it's submitting a claim. So they're probably going to see from this side of the fence, what their insurance coverage is, the benefit administration, submitting claims, getting your EOB statements, looking up their plan details. That's going to be the same. Pharmacy benefit management, also something that they're going to be able to navigate with. And then, of course, into the mental health strategy, digital pharmacy, telemedicine that we spoke about. So the mental health strategy, if they go on and they want to be hooked up or kind of merged with a mental health practitioner, why that list of paramedicals is so vast is that Green Shield, who purchased Inkblot, has been built inside of this. Inkblot was designed because not everybody needs a different type of therapist, right? So when the paramedicals have been expanded in order to facilitate the mental health strategy. So if you wanted to see a psychotherapist, for instance, which other insurance companies may not cover, you're going to be able to see a psychotherapist by utilizing the mental health strategy. Now, you're going to be getting 5 hours worth of therapy there. Once your 5 hours are over, you could now submit your claim through the portal into the paramedical practitioner listing that's there, and then utilize your paramedical allotment for mental health there. And so you don't have to resubmit. It's going to guide you. You've maximized your 5 hours. Now, would you like to put this through your benefit plan? It's not like you have to print it off and then resubmit. It's going to guide that whole process moving through the program, which is why the paramedical practitioners, once again, have been expanded to facilitate what Inkblot was offering. And now that Inkblot is owned by Green Shield, merging that all together. Okay. Telemedicine, again, the same way, not having a different provider to go look up a number or a different app that you're going to have to download. You have it on here for people who, we'll use this example. You wake up at 2:00 in the morning, a new parent, baby, it broke out in a rash head to toe. What are you going to do? You're not going to a hospital unnecessarily. The pediatrician is not open and there's no walk-in clinic that's available. So what are you going to do? You're going to go online here. You're going to set up a meeting instantaneously with a practitioner, a nurse practitioner. They're going to have a session. They're going to get online with you, and a couple of things could happen. They could say to you, let me see the baby, because it's all virtual, so you'll be able to do a FaceTime call, or the employees will. And the nurse practitioner says, you know what? The baby just has a heat rash. Take a cool bath, put some, Epsom salts in or whatever, and be on your way. I don't think that this is a big deal. They could also say to you, you know what? This looks like it's a heat rash or a topical rash. I'm going to fill a prescription. You could pick it up at your local pharmacy, or we can have it delivered to you tomorrow morning. Please do not panic, and you can get back to your day. Or they may very well say to you, I think this baby's having an allergic reaction. Please head over to the hospital immediately. So it's a way to be able to navigate your benefits and have an engaging encounter as you go through, and not having to search for phone numbers or for apps. You have it, you've got access to it. It's merging this client experience to be more humanizing for employees. Okay, Virgin Group. So you are getting packaged rates, and we're going to show you kind of an example of that in a minute. It's fast quoting, so everything comes through our office. Our BDEs will work with you on a quote within 24, 36 hours. So you'll have a presentation for your client quite quickly. There is a 50% family content rule, so I do want you to pay attention to that. And the company has to be in business for 1 year for operation. Okay, so those for Virgin Groups, pretty easy, pre-packaged rates, and we'll show you an example of that in a minute. For groups who currently have coverage, okay, simplified savings and pricing, up to 50% savings to uncontested renewal rates if paid loss ratio is 70% or less. So what do I mean by uncontested renewal? You've got a group with Manulife. They're looking to market. You want to see what this looks like for them. They got a 20% increase this year. You didn't, it has to be non-negotiated. So they got a 20% increase. You haven't done any negotiating with Manulife. You will get up to 15% savings on that. And those quotes have to be sent into us, and we send to Green Shield for review. Okay, I want to make sure. So we're going to add another couple of days onto the turnaround time for that in terms of getting you a quote, but they all have to be reviewed by Green Shield. Up to 8% savings to uncontested renewal rates if paid loss ratio is higher than 70%. Okay, so you have a renewal, it's got, again, it's got a 20% increase, whatever it is, justified or not. And you're looking at, before negotiating, we'll use Manulife as the example. We'll use Sun Life as the example in this case. So up to 8% savings on uncontested renewal rates if paid loss ratio is higher than 70%. Again, this is evaluated not by our team. We do send it to Green Shield for their approval. Okay, what do you need on a group who currently has coverage in place? A minimum of 2 years of rates experience or years of experience. That's rates and experience. 5 business turnaround days. So as I had said, experience submitted cannot be older than 4 months from the date submitted to Green Shield. So current, please. Rate history that aligns with the experience period, right? So we want to make sure that we have accurate information. Current rates, if available, the renewal rates provided to the group by the incumbent carrier. So billing statements, things like that. And current plan design details. And the reason that we're asking for the current plan design is that if we're looking at matching with one of our plan designs that we've put in place, then we want to make sure that it's being quoted to the most the one that aligns with their current benefit plan, right? Now, you may have a client who says to you, I'm looking at restructuring. I don't really care about this plan design. I'm more interested in maybe the mid-level or the basic. That's okay. Please do let us know, because that's going to be important for us. Of course, we are going to have to send that information off to Green Shield as well. Now, the advisor who asked about pooled benefits, and by pooled, I mean Life, AD&D, LTD, and CI. Let's be clear, this is a pooled program from an underwriting perspective. But when we're talking about Life, AD&D, LTD, and CI, that is available if your client is adamant that those benefits must be included in the plan. Please do let us know. We do have an answer for that, and we will work with Green Shield on putting that together for you. This program was built with the premise by market feedback, advisors, and clients that there is a need for programs that are just health and dental only. And so that's why this is being offered. However, if you want those line items in the benefit plan, you do need to communicate that with us, and we will try to accommodate for you. Moving on, okay, before we get into RTQs and what is needed, let me just take a little moment here. Go on here. Some of these things I do want to set up one-on-one with everybody on, so I'm not going to address those ones right now. And then, so in terms of the portal to show clients, if you want to get a demo of this, again, please reach out to your BD. We'll see what we can do for doing a demo with you. So we can work with you on that. The RTQs are easy. This is an idea kind of what our intake form looks like. We can send that to you if you want. In fact, if you're an advisor who utilizes our services on an ongoing basis and you want to submit, whether it's CRISP or any other group insurance quotes, happy to send you this intake form as well, because there are drop-down menus in here for different types of programs. So that's just a sidebar. But RTQs are easy. Four notes to take into consideration. Send us specs of your group with our intake form or an email. We can send this to you. Ensure you have all the documents required for an easy, crisp quote, which is why we're calling it crisp, because it's supposed to be easy and fast and unique and fresh and exciting. The IDC Win Workplace Solutions team will prepare a quote specific for you and your client. I'm going to show you an example of that in a second, within 24 to 36 hours. And if the group currently has coverage in place, the quote may take longer to show as it's reviewed by the team at Greenfield. Okay, so important on that. Now, I'm going to actually, I'm going to show you the presentation or the quote, or what the marketing proposal looks like, what you're going to be getting from us when you go out and sell this, or if you're interested in it, in just a second. I'm going to wait till the end because I'm going to stop sharing and then bring up another screen. But once you get the presentation and you're ready to move forward, your client would like to incorporate this or implement a plan, kind of 4 little steps here. There's a group master application form. There's obviously the pre-authorized debit and plan agreement, application for if you're adding in, or if the client wants to add in a healthcare spending account, there is a separate document for that. And as well as enrollment, there'll be an enrollment form as well for all employees. Now, we will put that all together in an email for you with instructions to make it, again, easy, engaging, less time consuming, highlighted areas for you and your client to fill out. So that's going to be quick and easy for you as well. Very streamlined. Our implementation team here is going to work on that for you. And then you'll be able to get it to your client for a faster turnaround time. There is an enrollment or change form. We'll get that as well. And then just so that you know kind of what the card looks like, Greenshield will be producing cards as well. We know that over the last number of years, numerous insurance companies have taken away the card. Greenshield is still producing the card. They will also be able to get this, of course, on the online portal, on the online app, in order to be able to put it into their wallet or give it to their dependents, same as before. But we do live in a world where some people, some clients want that paper form and that paper card to keep in their wallet. And so we are making sure that one will be provided. Just so you know, it's going to stay on here. It's going to say CRISP, powered by Greenshield, and so they'll know what that is, and it will be accepted because, of course, it is Greenshield at all pharmacies, dental offices, providers that do direct billing. They're going to know exactly what this looks like and how to submit claims for that. Now, before I show you what the presentation looks like, I do want to spend a moment to talk about anybody on the line right now who wants to set up one-on-one meetings with BDEs. We've put everybody's detail here. So if you want to take your phone and do take a shot of your of the QR code, it will take you to a landing page. You can send an email direct. So in BC, we have Ling Wing. In Alberta, Candy, most of you know Candy already. She's been here for quite some time. Saskatchewan, Manitoba is Susan. Ontario is me. And then in the Atlantic region, we have Riley. And so you're welcome to schedule times with us to set up, and we'll help navigate if we have to set up demos or you need more information. That's the opportunity to do that. And we'd love to hear from you and engage you any way we can. With that, I just want to stop sharing for just a second. So you are going to get a PDF document. The presentations are in PDF. So it's going to say the title page on this, I'm just going to zoom in for you, is CRISP. Now, anybody who knows me is probably going to giggle here because this proposal was, my client is the Toronto Blue Jays. And so that's who this is for, presented by me. If I'm the advisor, this is just for illustration purposes. And I created this proposal on June 25th. And so you can see here that there are some disclaimers on here, who it's for, who it's presented by, things like that. It's going to give you and your client a high-level overview of some of the amazing things that Green Shield does, what they're going to be getting, what these tiles look like. And so they can look at it at their leisure, but this is kind of a way of engaging some navigation and kind of understanding that whole health approach, the experience that the employees are going to be getting into that. And you'll see all of that information here. So it's a really good engaging tool to talk to the employees or the employer about before you get to rates, right? We all know that it's all about the bottom line number, but we believe that taking the approach of talking about what Green Shield offers and the member experience and what they're going to see when they get on to the portal is equally as important. And so that's illustrated here for you to navigate through. The plan designs that we went over are all listed here. So your client is going to see exactly what you saw in the presentation, with also some notes here for you to navigate in case the client has questions. You'll be able to answer them. We've put them down for them to review. And just from a family content perspective, how many employees this is for, things like that. And then, of course, you're going to get the monthly premium. So what we've done here is put in the number of employees. So for my group, if I'm quoting on this for the Toronto Blue Jays, I've got 2 single employees, I've got 8 family employees, and I don't have anybody that's single and over the age of 70, but I do have one person on the plan who has family coverage and over age 70. Why is that? If you have questions on that, it's because of the travel insurance. So with Green Shield, the retirement age is a lot longer when it comes to the travel portion of the plan. And so we want to make sure that they're being indicated there. And then, of course, and so we've got that included in there. And then you can see, based on my 10 employees on the plan, if I wanted to offer just the HCSA plus, just a little bit of the drugs, the travel insurance, hospital coverage, and some of that, and just put in, we just came up with $300 healthcare spending account, while the total monthly premium would be $14.34. If I were to decide to go with basic, also I decided to put in a $300 healthcare spending account, while my monthly premium for this group is $21.25. If I wanted to go mid-level, again, we're going to do that for you. and tell you it's 27.32, and then the enhanced program 35.96. And so that's what you will be getting from us. We've created this template for you. It's, again, our business development executives will work to put this quote to you, but this is what an example of the marketing proposal looks like. So before I end this, I just want to reiterate, this is a very exciting opportunity for IDC Win Advisors. It's been an amazing process for our team here to work with Green Shield and partner with Green Shield on this. There is a definite need in the marketplace for a product like this that we've kind of helped create, navigate, add in some of those value adds, and something that's really exclusive to our advisors being part of IDC Win. So there's no flexibility on these plans. These are cookie cutter plans, and they're cookie cutter plans that were created. There's no navigating. We're not changing anything of it. Those are the plan designs that your clients can choose from. So there's no flexibility here. They're pre-packaged. The goal was to be easy, quick, crisp, and give that client experience. There's a lot going on here. So let me just check the chats. Can a casual employee be covered in the benefit program? These plans are created with the same rules as other group insurance contracts. They need to be, work a certain amount of hours in order to qualify. Can't be kind of subcontractors, that type of thing. Those same rules apply for the plan. So I would say to you, nothing less than 24 hours a week to qualify for benefits, and just like you would for quoting for any other insurance carrier. So I hope that answered that. Let's see. It's only subject to underwriting if a group currently has coverage, because we do need approval from Green Shield to take on the group. But just reach out, send us the specs, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for taking the time. We're very excited to start quoting on this for you. We do think that it's going to be, a very attractive program. Again, for anybody who's concerned about the groups that need to have, or there's a definite need to have life or DI or CI, please reach out. That will be done on a case-by-case basis with your business development executives, so that we can get a clear picture, and then we'll work to get that done. What is the minimum employee count? It's 3. Okay, so hopefully that answers. 3 to 50. There is 50% family content rule there. Okay. The purpose of today, again, is to launch this. If you've got concerns, if you've got questions, please do reach out to your business development executives. Happy to initiate conversations with you, start quoting on it. If we need to do anything personal for you in terms of something that you might need for a particular group, the best way is to reach out. And you did take your QR code screenshot, so you know exactly who your business development person is in your area. With that, I'm going to let you get back to your day. We are getting the CE accredited, so you'll be able to get a credit, half a credit for this one, I think, although maybe more than half. In that case, again, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today, and we're looking forward to getting on and quoting this CRIP program with you.